In this video, we're going to be covering how to use the Power Actions app in Zendesk. So the Power Actions app allows you to make any update to the Zendesk ticket. These might include updating ticket fields, changing the subject, adding a collaborator. In addition to this, the Power Actions app can also activate workflows within other SweetHawk apps. And this might include starting a task list, launching an approval workflow, and all of this can be automated or manually applied using a button on the Zendesk ticket. Let's start by creating a Power Action rule. Over on the left, you want to go ahead and click on Actions, and then you want to click on New Action. So you can give you a new action rule, test Power Action. And if we scroll down, we'll see the action we want to execute. So if you click on Add Ticket Fields, you can select from any of the default system fields, such as comments, status, requester. But if you scroll down, you also have access to any of your custom fields, which I can search for just like that. If you have any of our other apps installed, you can also add additional actions. And this is where you can start an approval request or create a task list, complete a task list, or start a timer. All right, so we can see I've just added a text field update. I'm adding or changing the requester. And I'm also adding a collaborator here. So once you're happy with your actions, you can go ahead and click Create. And now a Power Action's been created. So let's say you want to automate the actions that we just defined in the rule. Over here, we can see the action we've just created. We want to go ahead and click on Create Trigger. We can see it's now created a Power Action trigger there. So we do have an ID now of that trigger. So we can go ahead and click on that, and it should take us to another pop-up window, and we're going to say Manage in Zendesk. So this trigger is now responsible for deciding when this action should run. So if we scroll down, we'll see some placeholder updates, such as ticket updating and then adding a tag, but these are just temporary. The idea is that you would update these to whatever you want to define. Over in the actions, we're not going to touch this part. This is linked and created by the app. So this part you leave alone. You can change this as well. We'll go ahead and define some conditions now. So what I've configured here is I'm saying when the ticket's updated and my checkbox is ticked, I'm going to go ahead and activate those actions that we saw before. And then I'm also going to uncheck the checkbox. And that's just to ensure that the update's not going to loop. So I'll go ahead and save that, and we'll jump over to a ticket and see what it looks like. So we're now over on my new ticket here, and I've got my checkbox ready to submit the ticket update. So I'll go ahead and check that off, and I'm going to tick that. And we can see those updates have just come through. So I've got my text test field, I've got my requester being updated to John Smith, and also the collaborator's been added. So in addition to running it automatically with a trigger, we can also run the action manually with a button. So I've just got a new ticket here, and you can see over on the right, there's a button for that Power Action we just created. So if I go and click on that, so there we go, we can see my rule has been activated and the actions have been applied just in the same way it was automatically, but this time I've had manual control using that button. So that just about covers everything for the Power Actions app. If you have any questions, you can reach out to our support team at any time. Thanks for watching.